Undi Kledane. Undi Kledane. Undi Kledane. Kledana means to soak, to make it wet. To reciprocate. Compassion, to show compassion. All these things will come in that. Undi Kledane. Undati. Undati, that's the verb. Undati. Induhu. Induhu. So Kledane also includes soothing. Soothing. Induhu. That it shows compassion, that it soothes. And the secondary meaning of it is the moon, whose light is soothing. Induhu. Next, Ina Gatau. Ina Gatau. Ina Gatau.
Unnati baralva sir idu. Unnati baralva.
Yavudra?
Unnati illa baralva. Unnati baralva.
Uttu nati adu ಬೇರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಉಂದಿ ಕ್ಲೇದನೆಗೆ ಇಂದುಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಣ ಗತೌ. ಏತಿ. It is similar to gachati. Yeti. Verb form of it. Ibhaha. Ibhaha. That which goes. And for this Ibaha to go, there need not be a path ready. It creates its own path and moves. And the secondary meaning of it is the elephant. So the path taken by elephant becomes a path for others. So Ibaha. Ira, that's also from the same Inagatau. Ira.
Ira.
Ira is one which keeps things going. So it is understood as Udaka, that's Jala. It's understood as Anna. Ira is Anna, Ira is an Jalam.
So Iravati has any meaning?
Ira?
Iravati.
That is that which has got Ira.
Okay.
That which has got Ira.
Got Ira.
Iravan, Iravati.
Iravati, okay.
That which has got food, that which has got water, that's called as Iravati.
Iravati.
Vati means to have.
To have, okay. Very good.
Dhanavati, that is one who has got wealth.
Wealth.
Dhanavan, one who has got wealth. Jnanavan, one has got jnana.
Jnanavani.
Jnanavati, one has got jnana.
Correct.
Feminine gender.
Vati's also the one who has. Vati.
And one is a male.
Male. Who has it? Who has it? फक्त one आणि वतीचा अर्थ.
Ishu Ichayam, we have seen already. Ishu Ichayam.
Yeah, I have done this. Ishu Ichayam.
Sha, Sha, second Sha. Ishu Ichayam. Icha is what you want, what you like. Ishyate, verb form. Ishyate. Ishaha. Ishaha. Isha means one is willpower, Icha, Icha Shakti. Other one is Ishaha, the one which is liked by all, that is food. Ishaha. Ishaha means food. Willpower also is there. Another very famous place where this Isha is used is in the marriage Saptapadi. Saptapadi is the 7 steps. And in the very first step, it says, Isha Ekapadi Bhava. Isha Ekapadi Bhava. That is, the bride and the groom take the first step for Isha. They say, for Isha, we shall take the first step together. Isha miti anna nama. Ishi ichhayam. So for willpower and for food, we shall take the first step. Isha ekapadi bhava. Isha ekapadi bhava. Let us take the first step together for Isha. That's what it means.
And in the reference of Saptapadi, that meaning of Isha is for food, correct?
Food or
Yeah, food and willpower.
Food and willpower.
That's the first step they take. The first step. And you can note on other steps also. We'll discuss about it later.
Okay.
First one is Isha Ekapadi Bhava. Second one is Urje Dvipadi Bhava. Urje. Urje Dvipadi Bhava. You should take the second step for Urjas. The simplest meaning for Urja is health. All sorts of health. Physical, mental, intellectual, spiritual. Urje Dvipadi Bhava. And third one, Rayas Poshaya Tripadi Bhava. Raya we have seen, wealth. Posha is nourishing wealth. That it gives nourishment.
Yes, Posha.
And what type of wealth will give us nourishment? I have discussed in detail. Rayas Poshaya Tripadi Bhava. Rayas Poshaya Tripadi Bhava. Next one. Mayobhavyaya Chatushpadi Bhava. Mayobhavyaya Chatushpadi Bhava. Mayobhavyaya Chatushpadi Bhava. Mayobhava means happiness, satisfaction, contentment. Happiness, satisfaction, contentment. Mayobhavyaya Chatushpadi Bhava. Next one. Prajabhyaha Panchapadi Bhava. Prajabhyaha Panchapadi Bhava. Praja means good progeny. Good progeny. Good children. Prajabhyaha Panchapadi Bhava. Next one. Ritubhyaha. Ritubhyaha Shatpadi Bhava. Ritubhyaha Shatpadi Bhava. Shatpadi is the sixth step. Ritubhyaha. Ritubhya is disciplined life. Ritubhyaha Shatpadi Bhava. And the last one, Sakha Saptapadi Bhava. Sakha Saptapadi Bhava. Sakha is for friendship. So the actual relationship between husband and wife is that of between friends. Sakha Saptapadi Bhava. Now all these things, they are not exactly from Vedas, Samhitas, but to support all these things, the last one is there from Veda, that you can note down. Yujyaste Saptapadaha. Yujyaste Saptapadaha Sakhasmi. Yujyaste Saptapadaha Sakhasmi. Atharva 5.11.10. So taking this as the cue, the 1 to 7 steps have been formulated in accordance with the seventh one. Yujyaste Saptapadaha Sakhasmi, Atharva 5.11.10. The meaning of it is, after having taken 7 steps together, I have become your friend. I have become your friend. I have become your friend. So that's the secondary meaning from Ishu Ichaya. That is Ishmaha. Ishmaha means the spring season. Vasanta Rutu is another one, but Ishmaha comes from Ishu Ichaya. Then we have got another root. Isha Gatau. Isha Gatau. That is again second Sha, Sha, Murthanya. Isha Gatau. Isha Gatau. Ishyate. Ishyate. Verb form. Ishati. Ishyate, Ishate, sorry, not Ishate, Ishati. Ishyate, Ishati. Ishayuhu, noun form, Ishayuhu. That which moves, that which makes move, Ishayuhu. Then we have Ishuhu, Ishuhu, that which goes, that which moves, and the secondary meaning is the arrow. It goes and reaches the target. So Ishuhu, arrow, noun form, Ishagata only.
So after the seventh, after the Yujyaste Saptapada Sakhasmi, after that you started with the root Isha, is it?
Continue.
No, the whole thing has started from Isha. That's for the first step. Isha Ekapadi Bhava.
Oh, okay.
And it ended with the seventh step. Yujyaste Saptapada Sakhasmi. With that, the bride and groom become husband and wife.
Okay.
After they take the seventh step, they become friends.
Okay.
It was started from Isha Ekapadi Bhava, the first step.
Correct.
That Isha is Ishi Ichayam.
Correct.
Dhatu.
Sharmaji,
Ah.
Ishu Ichayam also has Ishyate and Isha Gatav also has Ishyate.
Also has got the same form Ishyate. So we have to look at the context and we decide whether it is from Ishi Ichayam, whether it is from Ishigata. That is, it gets shortlisted sometimes. One or two things will come, and depending upon the context, we take this or that. You are right. The final derivative will be the same sometimes. But of course, when I work back, the rules what I apply, the rules of grammar, they'll be different, and we can differentiate the two. Ishtaka, Ishigatav, from that. The noun Ishtaka. Ishtaka. The one which stops movement. Ishigatav is there. So the one which holds the moment is called as Ishtaka. And the secondary meaning of it is the brick. The brick. So when brick is used, moment is stopped. Next, Vacha Paribhashane. Vacha Paribhashane. Vacha is the root. Paribhashana is in what sense it is applied. Paribhashana is to talk. Uchyate. Verb form. Uchyate. Vachanam. That's the words spoken, words uttered. Uktam. Uktam. That's also what is spoken, spoken well. And the secondary meaning of Uktam is Samaveda. Many times Samaveda is referred to as Uktam. One Subhashita is there. There they used this Uchyate very well. Grihini Graham Uchyate. Grihini Graham Uchyate. Grihini is the lady of the house, and she is called as the Griham Uchyate. She is said to be the house. House is equal to the housewife. If she is not there, it is no house. It's a Subhashita, which is similar to one what has seen already. Jaye dastam. You remember it? Jaya itastam. It is a wife who is the house. That's a Veda mantra we have seen already. Jaya it astam. Jaye dastam. Now based on that has come this Grihini Graham Ichyate. So the earlier sentence for that is Nagraham Grahamityahuhu. Nagraham Grahamityahuhu Grihini Grahamuchyate. A house is not called as a house. It's a lady of the house who is called as the house. So that's the importance given to the one who warms the house, keeps the house warm. Nagraham Grahamityahuhu Grihini Grahamuchyate. Vachyam. That which is spoken out, made clear by words. Vachyam.
Or we also in Marathi we say Vachyata.
Vachyata. A meaning?
The meaning of Vachyata is to talk about.
Okay, fine. Vacha paribhashane. The same root. It holds good. Vaktara. Vaktara. That is one who talks. An orator. Vagmi. Same thing. Vagmi. Vaktara, Vagmi. Vaktara, you can take it as the spokesman. One who speaks on behalf. Vagmi, a good orator. Vaktara, Vagmi.
Or you say Vaktrutva.
Same thing, right? Vaktrutva. That's the abstract form of it. Abstract form of oratory. Vaktrutva. Capacity to speak well. Vachana, to speak. Vachana, what is spoken. Vachana, I have told you. Vachana is also there. So like this, so many words can be derived from the same root, vacha paribhashane. Now the whole exercise we are doing has got a purpose. I have told you, once again repeat, whenever we read a Vedic hymn, we should be able to understand the words which are in it with reference to the roots. So you should be able to see the words in the Veda mantra and the root of every word in it. We should be able to understand. Then the meaning of those words, we just arrange it in the form of a jigsaw puzzle, and finally the meaning of the whole mantra comes out. So I have to arrange the meaning of each and every word on the basis of the dhatu. And whatever meaning we get out of it is the right meaning. That is, the very mantra has explained its own meaning through the dhatus. So our intervention or our interpretation is the least there. That's why I said the meaning of every Veda mantra by using the Vedangas becomes more and more objective. And it doesn't depend upon my interpretation, my bhashya, my commentary, my vyakhya. That becomes secondary and that becomes not very important. The Veda mantras explain themselves, put forth their meaning themselves through the system of Vedangas and are objective. That's a very important thing. In the present day, what has happened is, very few people worry about the meaning of the Veda mantras, number one. Number two, even the meaning what they give to the Veda mantras, it's all their interpretation. It's based on their limitation. So it becomes more subjective. So we lose the objectivity of the Veda mantra. Whereas if you study this Vedanga method, then the meaning of each word in the Veda mantra becomes more and more objective, and it becomes the same for all of us. And subjectivity is sidelined. So next we will go to some pieces of Veda mantras. Te Syama Deva Varuna. Te Syama Deva Varuna. Te Syama Deva Varuna. Rigveda 7.66.9. Te Syama Deva Varuna. Varuna, Vri Varane. Vri Varane. That is one worthy of choosing. That is Satchidananda. It's referred to Satchidananda. Deva, the one who gives. Devo Danat. That's in Nirukta. O Satchidananda, who gives us everything, and you are worthy of being chosen. We choose you and we shall become yours. Te Syama. We shall become yours.
We shall become yours.
So when we can become belonging to that Satchidananda, only when we emulate, only when we practice, only when we imbibe at least a few divine qualities. So by implementing some of the divine qualities, by absorbing some divine qualities, yes, we can say we belong to his party. As we become closer to that Satchidananda. So we shall do so. That is, already we are human beings, so we do have some animal instincts. We have to overcome it and become human first and remain to divine. This is the route that we have to take. We means the Satchit. The Satchit already is with Chetana, consciousness. So we are above Sat. And in this Sachit also we have got animals as well as humans. So we are human beings. We have to cross the animal instincts or have the animal instincts under control and not become slaves to animal instincts. And our next step is moving towards the divine, that we can do by imbibing the divine qualities. So this piece of the mantra reminds us that there are divine qualities to be practiced in our life, and by doing so we will be closer to Satchidananda. So our movement from Satchit is towards Satchidananda and not Sat. Movement towards Sat means becoming materialistic, mundane. It says Utkrama in many Veda mantras. Utkrama. You move upwards. That is from Satchit to Satchidananda. We never become Satchidananda, that is true. But we become closer to Satchidananda, and at what point of time we establish a communion between Satchidananda and we'll be able to enjoy the bliss or the Ananda of the Satchidananda. We'll be able to experience. We don't become that, but we'll have the capacity to experience it. And in fact, that is our ultimate search. Te syam devo varunaha. Next one. Tvam vishwasya dhanada asi. Tvam vishwasya dhanada asi. Asi is asabhuvi. Asabhuvi. That's the root. That means you are that. Asabhuvi. Now dhanada. Dhana is wealth. Da is dudai dane. Dudai dane. Dhanada means the giver of wealth. So that giving part is da, dhana is the wealth. Dhana da asi. You are the giver of wealth. Tvam is you. To whom you give? Vishwasya, for the whole universe. All the wealth that you see is given by you, and the whole world receives wealth from you. That is Satchidananda. This concept we have seen earlier. That is, we have got three entities, Sat, Satchit and Satchidananda. And Satchidananda created this universe by using Sat for the sake of Satchit. So whatever Satchit has, it's all created by Satchidananda, and the raw material that it used was Sat. And all these three entities, Sat, Satchit, Satchidananda, they are all beginningless and endless, Anadi, Ananta. Now what all we have discussed, it all fits in here. Tvam Vishwasya Dhanada Asi. The real giver of wealth is Satchidananda. After we receive so many things from Satchidananda, we do secondary and tertiary creations. Mud is given. We manufacture mud blocks or maybe bricks and build a house. Iron ore is given. Now using that iron ore, we in the next step create implements using iron, steel. Trees are given. Using those trees, we get the wood and make our furniture, etc. But the basic raw material, what we use for all the manufacturing, it's all the gift of God. It's all gift of nature. Vishwasya Dhanadasi. In that there is no exception. Everything is your gift. Tvam Vishwasya Dhanada Asi. Dhana doesn't mean only money. It also means the natural resources also.
Sharmaji, reference.
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 Rigveda 7.32.17. 7.32.17. 7.32.17. Rigveda. Next one. Devasya Pashya Kavyam. Devasya Pashya Kavyam. Devasya Pashya Kavyam. Na Mamara. Na Mamara. Devasya Pashya Kavyam. Na Mamara. Na Jiryati. Na Mamara. Na Jiryati. Devasya Pashya Kavyam. Na Mamara. Na Jiryati. Kavi Karma Kavyam. Kavi Karma Kavyam. What is done by a Kavi is called as Kavya. Kavi Karma Kavyam. And that Kavya has got a root Ku Shabde. Ku Shabde. Shabda is sound. Another meaning of it, Shabda, is preaching. Preaching. Who Shabde. And from that we get Kavihi. Kavihi is a preacher. And the best preacher we have is Sachidananda. Sachidananda is the best preacher, best teacher. And whatever is done by that best teacher, Kavihi, is Kavyam. That's the whole creation is called as Kavya of Sachidananda. Kavya doesn't mean just poetry. Anything done by a Kavi is called as Kavya. Of course, poetry is also Kavya because it is done by a poet or poetess. But here it is referred to the Sachidananda. It is Sachidananda which has created this universe. Sachidananda is Kavi, and what is created by that Sachidananda is Kavyam. That's the entire universe is the Kavyam. Whose Kavyam? Devasya Kavyam. Deva here is Sachidananda. Pashya, look at this. We do have different words for this. To see is one, to look is one, to observe is one. Though they mean the same thing, the shades are different. To see is just to see blankly. Not much gets into our brains. To look is better than seeing. To observe is the best thing. So they have got different shades. Though all the three mean seeing. But seeing is totally different from observing. Looking is different from seeing. So here, when you say Pashya, we mean observing. Not just seeing or just looking, but observing. Observe the creation of the Sachidananda. The creation is Kavya. Observe the creation of Sachidananda. There you have to observe two main qualities. One is na mamara na jiryati. So jiryati, the root is jri vayohanav. Jri vayohanav. That is to become old, to become dilapidated. To become old, to become dilapidated, to become aged. That is jiryati. Now prohibition of it is na jiryati. it won't. That's a creation of God doesn't become old, doesn't become dilapidated, doesn't become obsolete. It won't. Najiriyati. Na mamara. Mamara, the root is mri pranatyage, to die, to come to an end. It never dies. It never becomes old, it never becomes dies. That means it will be as fresh as it was. Devasya pashyakavyam namamara najiriyati. Now, of course, this is in relative terms. In relative terms. For crores of years it runs on its own. It is self-sustaining. Say in science we speak of what is known as perpetual machines. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Perpetual machines. So perpetual machines are those which run on themselves. No key is required, no change of battery is required, no charging is required. It runs and charges its own battery and runs. That we call it as a perpetual machine. And it's a very interesting area where the scientists work on those perpetual machines. And it is for several months and several years they are able to achieve it, but not for long. Whereas the creation of God is a wonderful perpetual machine. Take for example our own heart. From the first moment we took birth till our last moment, maybe 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, 100 years, it keeps on ticking and ticking and ticking without even a minute's rest, right? So that's the greatest perpetual machine. The heart. Just one example I am giving. For so many years it runs on its own, voluntarily. Other booklet, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಷನ other booklets. Universe, Anandabhi ಅಂತಾನೆ. And you take the whole universe, that is also a machine made up of Sat, and it runs into crores and crores of years automatically. Self-sustaining, we call it, self-sustaining. Nobody need give keychain batteries every now and then. No. For crores of years it runs. The greatest perpetual machine. And that is the gift of God. Devasya Kavyam. Look at it. It never gets obsolete or dilapidated, and it never dies. But at Pralaya, the whole system collapses, right? But the whole system is rejuvenated or recreated in the same way again. So that state of dissolution is temporary. Again it gets created. So in a bigger time frame, it neither dies nor it becomes dilapidated. It's geared up and works the same way. Devasya Pashya Kavyam Namamara Najiriyati. Of course, relatively. I stress on it. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗು ನೀನು ಪೇಜ್ ಮೇಕರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ತೆಗೆಯೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾವ್ಯಂ ನಮಮಾರ ನಜೀರ್ಯತೆ ಅಥರ್ವ 10.8.32 ಐದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ created, I said, in the same way. For that you can take one quotation. Surya Chandramasau Dhata यथा पूर्वं सूर्य चंद्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वं अकल्पयत् सूर्य चंद्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वं अकल्पयत् यथा पूर्वं as it was created in the previous creation, in the way the Surya, the Chandra and all the other things have been created. Nimatriyal mile has been or will be created in the same way, no change. Surya Chandra Masau Dhata Yatha Purvam Akalpayat. That's the piece of Veda mantra. I'll give the location of it.
Sharma ji.
So the yes.
Devasya Pashakadim Namamarana Jiriyati is from 10 point?
8.32 Atharva. 10.8.32 Atharva. That is 10th Kanta, 8th Sukta, 32nd mantra. And it's very clear that we have to understand it relatively. And in the broader sense, the same universe is recreated in the same way again and again. Surya Chandra Maso Dhata Yatha Purvam, as it was, Yatha Purvam Akalpayate.
ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಆನಂದ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಕಣ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಡ್ಕೊ, ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಡ್ಕೊ, ನಾನೇ ಬಂದು ತೆಕ್ಕೊ. ಪೇಜ್ ಮೇಕರ್ ಋಗ್ವೇದ 10.190.3 10.190.3 ಋಗ್ವೇದ. ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಮಸೋ ಧಾತ ಯಥಾ ಪೂರ್ವಂ ಅಕಲ್ಪಯತ್.
ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋಗು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಹೋಗು.
So in a bigger time scale, it sustains and sustains itself, never dies, never becomes dilapidated.
ಗೊತ್ತು.
What is Akalpayatu?
Akalpayat means to create. It gets created in the same way. Yatha Purvam. Akalpayat was created by him. That is a Sachidananda. Akalpayat means created, formed.
ಆನಂದ್ MBA ಅಂತ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಮತ್ತೇನಂತಿದೆ?
ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು? ನೋಡಿ ಏನೇನು ಸಂಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ ಪಾತು, ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ ಪಾತು ಅಂಹಸಃ, ಅಂಹಸಃ. ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ ಪಾತು ಅಂಹಸಃ, ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ ಪಾತು ಅಂಹಸಃ. ಋಗ್ವೇದ 10.164.4 10.164.4 ಋಗ್ವೇದ. ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ ಪಾತು ಅಂಹಸಃ. ದ್ವಿಷತಾಂ, ದ್ವಿಷ ಅಪ್ರೀತೌ, that's the root. ದ್ವಿಷ ಅಪ್ರೀತೌ. Preeti is love, apriti opposite, that's called dvesha, where there is no love but hatred. Opposite love is hatred, where there is hatred, that is called dvesha. Dvishatam patu parakshane, patu is parakshane. Amhasaha, amhas iti papanama, sin. Patu, please protect us from two major enemies. One is Dvesha, another one is Amhasaha. protect us from hatred and sins. Protect us from hatred and sins. We shall not hate anybody. Whoever the person is, whatever they do, we shall not hate him. Because hatred first spoils our internal structure and then the person whom we hate. So hatred is not admissible. The first target for hate is our own selves. That's where the hatred begins. It begins in our mind, it begins in our spirit, it begins in our soul, and it first destroys it, then the other things. One beautiful vachana is there in Kannada. Benki tanna maneya suttallade neramaneya suduvude. The fire which is started first burns down the place where it started and then the next house. Same thing for hatred. Hatred is also a type of a fire. Where it is started, it first destroys that place, then the other person. So be careful. Let us not give place to hatred in us. Let us not roost hatred. Oh God, oh Satchidananda, please protect us from hatred. Not only that, sins. Any sinful thought, sinful talk, sinful action, it destroys us. Oh God, protect us from it. Protect us from hatred and sin. So it's our prayer to Satchidananda, and prayer means determination. We shall not have such thoughts, such words, such actions. Rigveda 10.164.4. Now practicing this seriously will purify our inner selves, will strengthen our inner selves. And that purity and strength of the inner self, yes, is the basic requirement to experience bliss, to experience Ananda. Only when the soul is pure and strong, it will be capable of conducting happiness. That is Ananda, bliss, not otherwise. If it is polluted, corrupted, and is weak, it can never go even near to that Satchidananda or the bliss or the Ananda. Dvishatam patu amhasaha. Amhas is sin. O Satchidananda, protect us from these two things. One is the hatred, another one is the sin. Okay, enough for the day.
Thank
If
you.
you have any questions, please reserve it. We shall first tackle those questions, then proceed ahead.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good night.